And he's prepared to let them go as Zero Demerits walks in. All set. Red light flashing on the gates. They're off. Missing it by a length is Satiric. Bronze Wing unending the first away. And Zero Demerits also had commenced quite quickly for Whiting. Coming across as we'll meet again. Kicks up down on the inside. It'll want to find the back of Unending in the early stages, or in fact Zero Demerits, because Carberry came off the fence at that point. Right behind him is Bronze Wing settling down from Tortina. Threads of Ivy. And Satiric is last of all as they head up Matheson Road. Passing the 1800 mark, and Unending leads the way. Settles about a length in front of Zero Demerits, with Unending down on the inside of We'll Meet Again, just travelling a little keenly. Threads of Ivy is next on the inside, fifth, and covered by Bronze Wing. And Pateman's going to take off and circle the field with Satiric when they go up onto the next corner. And at the 1400 metres mark, over to the back straight they go. And over on the inside, Unending, headed by Satiric, who's come from last, now takes up the role of pacemaker here in the middle stages. Satiric extends to a lead of about a length. Running second is Zero Demerits, and now Unending is third on the inside for Turner. Three quarters We'll Meet Again, which is really starting to pull for Carberry. Down on the inside, there next of all with the neck arched is the little mare Tortina, covered by Bronze Wing, patiently ridden back there second from last, and now relegated towards the tail. Threads of Ivy. Well, they've gone inside the halfway mark and coming along the riverside of the track. It's Satiric, three quarters Zero Demerits, with Unending down on the inside third. Still pulling Carberry out of the saddle there as We'll Meet Again as they head past the 800. Tortina's over on the inside being shaded by Bronze Wing, getting a nice toe into the race, and Threads of Ivy last. 4 lengths only covers the field, approaching the 600 metre mark, and now We'll Meet Again. Let's go. And Carberry releases the brakes, cuts the ribbon, and it takes off to hit the front from Satiric, and Pateman saw him coming, and he's really riding the ears off Satiric from Zero Demerits. A length and a half behind them is Unending. Now Tortina getting an inside run next of all from Bronze Wing, under the whip from Parnham, coming around the corner back with Threads of Ivy into the straight. Over on the outside, We'll Meet Again, kicking back Satiric. Here comes Unending though down the outside from Zero Demerits. Back behind them Tortina, then further back Bronze Wing, but it's Unending with 100 left to go, sprinting past them. Unending boots away, comes clear now from Threads of Ivy, getting home busily late from on the outside Bronze Wing, but Unending ends the minor run of minor placings and has won from Threads of Ivy and Bronze Wing. We'll Meet Again next, home from Satiric, Zero Demerits and Tortina. Number 9 is the winner, Unending, and that gives Blackfriars the first 3 winners on the card. The ill-fated Blackfriars has signed the first 3 winners of the day. Unending for the Colin Webster stable. Troy Turner there just having to get around heels to get going after them. Threads of Ivy coming from last, with Bronze Wing back second last at the top of the straight. And We'll Meet Again, who'd pulled Pat Carberry out of the saddle for most of the journey, boxed on there into 4th placing. So into 240 at the finish. Punters getting onto the right horse at the back end of betting in the lead up to the race for Colin Webster. Also PM, Mrs. D, K and Mrs. G Williamson, along with PG, Mrs. CB Bruce, W Brooks. Troy Turner there aboard the winner, and certainly overdue after placings at her last couple of runs. Second is number 6, Threads of Ivy, by E. Consul from Aracene, Vaughan Sigley, Clint Johnston Porter, for Emily Quartermain, Tracy Rodwell and Noel Gray. And Bronze Wing third home by Regano from Shuva for Neville Duncan's Oakland Park stud, ridden by Stephen Parnham for Fred Kersley. 9, 6, 1, 5 We'll Meet Again, 4th in 2:23.03. 2:23.03 they've run there. In race number 3, they just hacked around a length and a quarter by ahead the official margins. Now race number 4 is the Ascend Sales Trophies Plate at 2:47, and no alterations there to the next race of the day. Well, it's 3 for 3 for the ill-fated champion sire Blackfriars there. He can't do much more than that. Here's Gareth, and he's down there with winning trainer Colin Webster.
Yeah, Colin Webster joins us now, Mac, and Colin, as Mac had just pointed out, that horse, Unending, she deserved that win.
She's been a very, very consistent horse without being able to win. She's only won previous race, Gareth, but I think she really can stick, and she's a 4-year-old now, and I think she can go on with the job.
These staying races have been funny old races today and unending. There was a few changes, and then Carberry took off mid-race. Pateman went before he did, but your horse travelled nicely and always looked the winner.
Yes, she did. She settled beautifully, and I don't think Troy panicked too much when those couple of horses went past him. He sort of thought, well, we'll wait till the finish and see what she can do.
What about Without Reason? He's a really good 3-year-old. How did he pull up, and how did you think he went in that previous race?
Yeah, he ran a very good race, Gareth. The race was a hell of a mess, the whole race, I think. But I was happy with his run, and we'll go on now. We'll put it in the Mel Vista, hopefully, in a couple of weeks' time, and then we'll see what we'll do then.
All right, well done, Colin.
Thanks, Gareth.
There's Colin Webster there. That's good news if you like Without Reason, because I still think it's a big chance in the Derby. But Unending was too strong there. Troy Turner at his best, just smoking the pipe and defeating Threads of Ivy that was better today, and Bronze Wing back in third.
Certainly was Unending there. A very deserving victory, because she's been around the place for a little bit, and today she was definitely the one I think you wanted to be on in the run, despite all those changes. Initially found the front, but then it was Mitch Pateman on Satiric who wanted to take up that running. We'll hear from Troy Turner in just a minute and just see how happy he was to hand up. And then Paddy Carberry made a move with Millmead again, and was quite aggressive before the corner and just making that dash, and Unending just sat there, bided its time, and then bang, pounced on them, and it was all over, really drew clear from them. And Threads of Ivy, Bronze Wing making their runs together, ran on gallantly for the placings. We'll catch up with Troy now, and him and Colin combining with a number of horses today. Troy, congratulations on the win. You took up the running early when Mitch came with Satiric to take up the running. Were you happy to hand up?
Yeah, I was. I was punching the breeze down the back in that last race, and the wind hit you down the back, so it was good to get a bit of cover for a few furlongs, and then she got out and got the job done.
What was going through your mind when Paddy circled and started putting the pressure on those leaders?
Oh, I just thought it was good, just put more tempo into the race, about 600, and just put me into the race at the right time, and then she was lucky enough to do the job at the end.
You and Colin combine in the next as Blackfriars looks to sire the first 4 winners on the program. Another Blackfriars you're on. What do you think of this 2-year-old?
Yeah, he may find it a little bit short, but look, he'll run on all right. He'll settle in the back half, and hopefully he finishes off strong.
All right, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Well done, Jagsy. Troy Turner there with Unending. Defeats Threads of Ivy. Bronze Wing third. We'll meet again fourth. 9, 6, 1 and 5. The 2-year-olds to do battle coming up next.